Afenyo Markin approached Sammy Gyamfi that he needed 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. So for him to go and calm his people in parliament down, Sammy Gyamfi needs to give him 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. Sammy Gyamfi did not do it. In fact, Sammy Gyamfi catch and say, if they have found something in the IMF report, they should go ahead and do their worst. So whatever he wants to do, he can go and do it. Now, he did not understand why a young man, people are speculating, when Jessica or your Godbot CEO, why I say, he didn't understand why Sammy Gyamfi said he was not going to give him that money. So Afenyo Markin decided to blackmail Sammy Gyamfi. After all these things, what we are going to do is yebeka a year asema Afenyo Markin akofaba. And Andra Sammy Gyamfi kasano. He made a statement. Okay, say Afenyo Markin is an extortionist. And I'll say a blackmailer. Now, people don't just get up and say these kind of things. Some can say now it means either they have evidence or they know that that person is into that. Now, for Sammy Gyamfi to make such a statement emphatically that Afenyo Markin is a blackmailer and an extortionist, then it means that now, this is what Sammy Gyamfi said yesterday.
Into improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation and political blackmail by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration.
Sammy Gyamfi asema na okano okano brofo a oyi ni baako ejudwum abra oye press conference a omiti eyedien Ghana. Ose Nipa be tise Afenyo Markin. He has specialized in what we call political blackmail. Or say political blackmail. And I'll say, or yes, I didn't we are, then what he expects compulsory arbitration. Then he went on to say, Afenyo Markin, after he does all these things, it is because he wants people to oil his palms. What you say? I say Afenyo Markin nipa bia. Oye nipa otumi boni trim na wafa kweti kwan so na sebio waka asama to so sene be ma wuyema hyew obetunu obedi nkomo na wakodane asam no na waka se asam wei se wa ma me sei anhye me ho a me kwa akoka ni sei. He's a blackmailer on kanokre oye obi a otwatro odi nkomo esa ko twatro na de emane ya yakrampo ni say o see or pe bibi wo hona wan fa mana na waya na adwene se obesɛe enti de okachero ne se mami wei so wa mami wei dia and de mefa me ho adwene mesɛe wudin enti compulsory arbitration by force de openo wan fa mana obekɔ akogu w'anim ase na de oye ne se oye ne nyina wi odwene se ehu beto wo so na watam bibi ama no se esika na wo de ama no se eya ahondia na wo de ama no se ye ka no o se ade a Afenyo Markin oye no no now se obi kasa na sebio oka nsem se kire nipa bebre susu se oye saa de na then it means say that person knows more than you know and that person is not far from nokre no now me be kire adekudientia sa gold board in sensem we no Afenyo Markin na adwene say even though Bank of Ghana and Tam Sikama gold board kodi dwuma no obeyi Bank of Ghana free na ordinary esi Sammy Gyamfi so busa ho sa de ntra from the time Afenyo Markin started say and also extortionist me refi Sammy Gyamfi say Afenyo Markin ye extortionist the oye say opopo nipa na wagidi nsem sika wagini nsem ejapade or tata nkofo against their will na wagi bibie free nsem sana Sammy Gyamfi kind also a blackmailer, he's an extortionist. He always uses these kind of things for people to cow for him to get money. He want him to get what he wants into oka or your comfort or sheni pechi hanipa. Now Afenyo Markin started gold board in sense semono so what's the deal? A Bank of Ghana reporter IMF watcher now it was about Bank of Ghana gold dealings in Ghana. It is only the Bank of Ghana that can buy gold, and the Bank of Ghana that was established by the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana cannot go into the market to buy gold. Etiamra Bank of Ghana needs to find a middle person to buy the gold for them. Omuto gold we are not the Bank of Ghana. Bank of Ghana kwani tumi ton yen sa gold na be through agency or directly. Now, Bank of Ghana tamusika de ma gold board so omufanko di juma. Na inti se asema ba. Na ye say Ghana yenka no krampo say ye hu se sikani bi send your MPP for timo moka say oh a kaba. Who do you question first? You question the Bank of Ghana, and then the Bank of Ghana will tell you that it is this person who brought the loss. But interestingly enough, when Afenyo Markin started his press conference and decided to attack Sammy Gyamfi, his person, and to force the people to believe what he was saying, he isolated the Bank of Ghana completely. And who's studying the press conference, Afenyo Markin and the releases they've made, they have isolated Bank of Ghana, which is the primary corporate in this matter. Because the Bank of Ghana and Tam Sikama gold board cannot trade. So, then the Bank of Ghana started the trading of gold, using gold board to do the trading. Because as I sit here, Semitam car, na me dema driver nibi. Na driver ni no, car na odi ye juma no, at the end of the day. Or there come another person ma di ye juma. Sebio, me na me ye owner no. Se me busa question, me car no we here. Me nkobisa nipa na driver na de car na man se onye spare. Because ono, officially, me man car so onchuma me. But me share car no okroma, the only person I'll call is my driver that I handed the car to. It is a major because me car na say I cannot blame any spare driver because officially, many spare driver be any contract. The only person I have a contract with is the driver and I'm the car and sharing same no. In this gold board, Ejisika or Bank of Ghana ho, Ediko Ekoto gold, Edima Ghana Yejesika. Then a problem about a whole minority leader Bejina TV so not deliberately, maliciously, it decided to single out the gold board CEO Sammy Gyamfi, attack his person, insult him, and isolate the Bank of Ghana. That is the primary culprit in this matter. Ask yourself why. Anything I remember, I just say there was something off in Afenyo Markin's presser. There was something off, and most people didn't see that. And then today I'm going to question or send a message to the minority group that Afenyo Markin from day one, he knew what he was doing. Diana Afenyo Markin nyina okofa Sammy Gyamfi di bemu his communication, his focus, what he wanted to do was to scare Sammy Gyamfi. He was blackmailing Sammy Gyamfi. He was trying to extort from Sammy Gyamfi in the past, and it never worked. Into the question you asked, and say, na Bank of Ghana, MPP, Afenyo Markin has never found it necessary to even question the Bank of Ghana. And Eric J. Echo Kokro so make sure who Afenyo Markin is. Eric J. Kokro so no. Or can something about Afenyo Markin's blackmail? Ni boss Sammy Gyamfi aka. Now I know say Eric J. Asama no kano na only 100% knowledge about it. You know something? I was in Ghana last week. Maybe Ghana about America Enra. I had followed this matter in and out. I knew what was coming. Anytime I'm free Ghana by America Enra. I knew what Afenyo Markin was going to do. Because I know the steps he took before he decided to come out and try and malign Sammy Gyamfi. In this stedina, Asamanankasa Oka, Anatamana Okasa Kasarina, he never referred to Bank of Ghana, never in any way or any time. But Busangusa Dentra, it was because it was a personal thing. He was expecting Sammy Gyamfi to do Sammy Gyamfi. Now, Yangotie Eric J. He didn't have the full story, but he gave you an idea of but tonight, I will let you know who Afenyo Markin is and why he's on this tangent. For the first time, he's walking from radio to radio, trying to clean himself before the damage is done. But the damage is already done. Because chrono and in your ma or now you saw be ya uncle yeno and then a person or turning into and there utie MPP4 communication penny for tenacia. It is not about Afenyo Markin attacking Sammy Gyamfi without evidence. It is about Sammy Gyamfi not being old enough to respond to a foolish man like Afenyo Markin. Until you get a very confused man like Ni Lamte Van Der Poel sit on TV and foolishly say Sammy Gyamfi did not communicate well. But that same man has refused to understand that the statement from Afenyo Markin called for that response from Sammy Gyamfi, because you, Oko Van Der Poel, who wants to be a national chairman, if Afenyo Markin goes out there to malign you, deliberately extort, blackmail you, I don't think he will sit there and foolishly make you look like a simple matter. No. And no political party will trust such a person who cannot sit and analyze issues and make sure, say, the right things are done. Because at the end of the day, it was the response as Sammy Gyamfi Afenyo Markin, the Afenyo Markin isolating a Bank of Ghana and trying to cycle only him, attacking him and threatening him. And if you, Oko Van Der Poel, you say you are a communicator who really understands communication, you wouldn't have made that careless statement. Yeah. And a party like the NDC, they don't need traitors and people who try to lick everybody's eyes as to look good in the public eye. No. So we need to understand where we are. Oko Van Der Poel, you need to understand where you are. You want to lead a party that is principled. And the fact of the case is Sammy Gyamfi crazy to just walk out and go make a statement like that? It is because of what he knows. It's because of what Afenyo Markin is deliberately doing. Into you, as a traitor like that, sit on TV and say you wouldn't, Sammy Gyamfi needs to apologize. He doesn't have to. Are you serious as a man who wants to lead a party like the NDC? No. So revise your books. To me, I will never urge anybody to make you the national chairman of the NDC. Never. Why? But back to the issues. Yango tie the Eric J. Kanye, me wian ma bekyerɛ details no. Krono Afenyo Markin bo. The reason why he's doing this, because you see, he's using some kind of reverse psychology. Adio koye and osro se ne tobeti. Inti what he wants to do is say he wants to threaten the young man and say your bail will be enormous. You are going to go to jail, and that is the statement from a criminal who does not know what his opponent, the person he's attacking, going to do. Into osro. So what he has to do is give some red meat to his followers, his MPP piglets who don't have an idea of what Afenyo Markin is doing behind the scenes. Eric J. I'll be back, and then we will address this issue very well.
Chairman General, dear ya we ask pan say yes, na de bia nipa na ba bonten na obe kan sim bi gu hu fi Now nim senye sanity. Because Afenyo best for parliament there, that gold board. They will see the losses they are making, that gold board. They be that gold board. Now no dear, okay, press conference. Press conference are all here no. You couldn't say gold board per the report paragraph A or B or C. Hana can walk. Now there's a child walk around and say, Afenyo Markin here, I'll say, unia kita Sammy Gyamfi. Or in the bill condition, they honors. That's the big question. And I know Samika say, Afenyo is a extortionist. Okay, Sammy speech no omeki yana. Oh, a woman, also a blackmailer. At the end of the Sammy Gyamfi make it up, you can send that statement. Very deep. It's Mokwa minority. Was a mushia. Namubusa was a then ever move yet free leader, say a blackmailer or a extortionist. Oh yes, it is there. Open more video. What I say? Intimate. If you have a extortionist as your leader, you have a problem as a party.
So you see, and I would like to correct this. Neil Lante van der Poy, not Oku van der Poy. Sorry, I made it. I got the name wrong. Neil Lante van der Poy, who wants to be the national chairman of the NDC, he's a traitor. He does not qualify for that position. He is trying to please everybody, lick everybody's ass. That does not work. You can't come and sit on TV and say Sammy Gyamfi did not communicate well. Now Sammy Gyamfi, where Jimmy? Did he just get up to come and respond to a minority leader who came to accuse him of things without evidence? Is Sammy Gyamfi stupid to just come and speak and question or answer a minority leader who is being reckless and not thinking about his position? And you sit on radio and you casually, ignorantly say the way you are an experienced communicator. You don't know communication. You know nothing about communication. You are trying to lick everybody's ass because you think that will pave the way for you to become national chairman. Nobody's going to give chance to people who cannot even stand for their people. You think these foolish MPP people, they will get up and come through Afenyo Markin under the bus? And the fact of the case is, Afenyo Markin did not make a case with any evidence. Afenyo Markin came attacking Sammy Gyamfi. So your job was to question Afenyo Markin's motive. As somebody who is an elder in the party, who wants to be a chairman of the party, you are supposed to question his motive and why he used some certain words against a young man who is working. You don't go sit on TV sheepishly and then make it look like your son is Sammy Gyamfi, so Afenyo Markin is right. Sammy Gyamfi is human. He has the credibility to protect. Sammy Gyamfi also has feelings. So if Afenyo Markin is a fool and is showing that foolishness, Sammy Gyamfi has every right. Because Afenyo Markin Afenyo Markin is not dog shit. Sammy Gyamfi is human too. So you cannot just sit on TV and make it look like Sammy Gyamfi had a mistake. He hasn't. And at the end of the day, you could not even make any statement proving that Sammy Gyamfi has done this or not. The issue we are talking about here is Afenyo Markin came on TV, had a press conference to single out Sammy Gyamfi. He ignored Bank of Ghana, and the question is why? The question is, why did Afenyo Markin single out only Sammy Gyamfi, but cut out Bank of Ghana? That is, who are the financiers? The Bank of Ghana that gave Gold Board money. Why didn't he attack the Bank of Ghana governor? Why wasn't he on the Bank of Ghana to prove to us that the money they gave to Gold Board, they actually made losses? But you have skipped Bank of Ghana. Comfortably, you are attacking Sammy Gyamfi because of what you tried to do, as Sammy Gyamfi never allowed. So when Sammy Gyamfi says Afenyo Markin is an extortionist, he's a blackmailer, he is somebody nobody can trust. Whatever he's doing because of his own parochial interest. He doesn't fucking care about anybody. And that is what he has done in his political life. At a point in her life, Afenyo Markin connived, and these are in the print. He connived with some people to basically overturn a judgment. That is who Afenyo Markin is. Mini mukrano, Afenyo Markin kofa obigire. Emma, assembly kopie court, ma Afenyo Markin efre Nipa no threaten no me bo audio wa ha. Afenyo Markin ya kromfo. He's a thief. This guy sent his subordinate to go to the gentleman's kids' school to go and abduct them. That is how vile, how pitiful and dangerous that guy walking on the streets of Ghana as a politician is. He is a deadly political snitch. He's greedy and he thinks he can be screaming, making noise to cover up his corrupt acts. And that is what we need to separate from this criminal calling himself a politician in Ghana. And if we are not able to call these people out, be straightforward with them, these people will continue consistently be undermining our democracy, stealing from us indirectly, cutting deals in parliament, and later coming to tell us some politicians are criminals and that with them they are perfect. Afenyo Markin is a blackmailer per Sammy Gyamfi, is an extortionist per Sammy Gyamfi, and there's a reason why Sammy Gyamfi can't say. Now I'm mentioning the reason why. I told you, Afenyo Markin started a press conference. Afenyo Markin never mentioned Bank of Ghana. Ask yourself why. Afenyo Markin never insisted that the Bank of Ghana should at least tell us why this so-called in their head, in quote, losses happened. Now I'm sure they see it. Afenyo Markin, after Parliament went on recess. Afenyo Markin, after Parliament went on recess. Afenyo Markin approached Sammy Gyamfi that he needed 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. And that Ohiasa Sikanu, because they have seen a report, World Bank, IMF, a release, and that in the report, they see, say, Bank of Ghana ne gold board aboka. So for him to go and calm his people in parliament down, for him to go and talk to his 88 piglet in parliament, Sammy Gyamfi needs to give him 10 million Ghana cedis. That is about $1 million. Now, Afenyo Markin, Sammy Gyamfi did not do it. In fact, Sammy Gyamfi catch and say, if they have found something in the IMF report, they should go ahead and do their worst. Because to him, the report does not emphatically state, say, Waboka, and his books, which was audited by the Auditor General, does not show anywhere, say, Waboka 1.7 billion. So whatever he wants to do, he can go and do it. Now, Afenyo Markin free Sammy Gyamfi the Nsan Kasa Sikano. In the name, say, Obeji Sikano, Ako chairman and call for parliament, send a raise the issue, no. Afenyo Markin tried to go back to Bank of Ghana. And what he did was, he also went to Bank of Ghana to tell them to give him money so that he can shut down or shut up his 88 MPPs, 87 MPs. They will not start any kind of probe. They will not be heckling them about the report from IMF. He did not succeed at the Bank of Ghana. But somebody who is a businessman, an MPP businessman, who at the end of the day has interest in all this, gave Afenyo Markin that 10 million. That, take it. If you did not get anything from Bank of Ghana and did not get anything from Sammy Gyamfi, take it and go shut up your people. So Afenyo Markin took the 10 million, went back, and he never gave any parliamentarian any money. The NPP minority, nobody can come out and say Afenyo Markin gave them a cent. So do you know what happened? After he got that money and then kept the money, he realized that Sammy Gyamfi had disrespected him. He did not understand why a young man, people are speculating, when you're Sika or your gold board CEO, why you say, he didn't understand why Sammy Gyamfi said he was not going to give him that money. So Afenyo Markin decided to blackmail Sammy Gyamfi. That was when he started telling them that he was going to come after gold board. So it was steady. In his presser, Afenyo Markin never mentioned the Bank of Ghana because that MPP businessman who has interest in all this gave him money in the name of Bank of Ghana, which the governor does not even know. So Afenyo Markin press conference now, he's not interested in the Bank of Ghana because one way or the other, some businessman which I know gave him that money. That money in Saka and it's Bank of Ghana for that amount. And my check shows he didn't get a dime from the Bank of Ghana. When he came out, it was a revenge and a blackmail towards Sammy Gyamfi. And it's Afenyo Markin. Okasa. And if you listen to him very well, or you go back to listen to his presser, 99% of his statement was threatening Sammy Gyamfi. That I told you to give me the 10 million Ghana. I told you to give me the $1 million. And I am going to do what I said I would do because you didn't pay me the money. And if Afenyo Markin said I am lying, he should come out tomorrow because the people who gave him the money, that 10 million, he never gave any NPP MP a dime. Afenyo Markin did not give a dime to any MP. In this West Stadia, when we say 90% of NPP MPs on parliament, they are not showing face. I just say Afenyo Markin go and fight. So what's the The Jerry and the rest, they have all taken a step back. Kojo Opon Krumah started side way. But Kojo Opon Krumah has taken a step back. Why? It is because they don't even understand why Afenyo Markin is taking this personal. It is because he wants to blackmail Sammy Gyamfi to show Sammy Gyamfi that I am in control of parliament and I can destroy your name. And it's a steady MPP for more parliament. And hardly do you even hear them making direct statements and speaking on this gold board losses because they know it does not exist. Kojo Opon Krumah started this query. He, at a point, came to that conclusion that there was no loss. But you see, Afenyo Markin Nipa bia Okodini Kwasi Asema, he wants to drag everybody with him. And Nitina, when it came to the response, Sammy Gyamfi man or responded Sammy Gyamfi, he did not do a presser. He responded on a paper saying that we the minority. So what's the Nikasemua? After Sammy Gyamfi responding to Nyomana Waye, Sammy Gyamfi telling him he is bold, he can do whatever he wants to do. He now came back with a paper in the name of we the minority because now he realized that Adeno Buabono. So he's now going to use the minority as a group to attack Sammy Gyamfi. In this letter now releasing Enrano or responding to Sammy Gyamfi, Afenyo Markin on any day from the things Sammy Gyamfi said and the response, he would have called a press conference, but he doesn't want to do that because the moment he calls a press conference, it becomes about him. Everything becomes about him. So then he wants to drag in the minority and it's not releasing just a paper and saying this is the position of our minority. But when he had the press conference, he basically made it clear. He said, Sammy Gyamfi, you go to jail. Sammy Gyamfi, you do it. He was threatening him because he didn't get the 10 million cedis. And that's the typical Afenyo Markin. That's how he operates. So we are minority. Let me advise you people. Afenyo Markin has been doing business with you people, your name. And you see, this is not the first time he's done this. Why yes, we are check. And one thing I realize here is not just Sammy Gyamfi is soft. Or himself Sammy Gyamfi is young. Or just so bit more popo no ajisike bi ope. Enti or yes sade na amfa no. Enti on say na Eric J Kasano, he doesn't have the full brief. Eric J does not really have the story. I was in Ghana 2 days ago. And then I'm Ghana by America. I knew all that was happening. I was following Afenyo Markin's movement. That is why you saw him come. And the Busa MP before say, hey, in all this, the Bank of Ghana know this come out gold board. The Bank of Ghana don't yeshi. In all this, when you listen to the MPP, when you listen to their argument, nobody is stressing about Bank of Ghana. Why? Because Bank of Ghana and gold board in this instance are chained together. So why is the person who gave the money or the institution that handed over the money to gold board is not also guilty? But you see, because Afenyo Markin had a plan and he used the NPP minority to do that. And he said, oh yes, Anyoma way team, stay with me. You can get me a piece of his press conference. You can see clearly it wasn't even about gold board. It was about Sammy Gyamfi turning down his blackmail. It was Sammy Gyamfi insisting I was not going to give you money. It was Sammy Gyamfi standing up to him. So he wanted to use the parliament now to destroy Sammy Gyamfi's name. And to the press conference, their team, get me a piece of his press conference. There was nothing about Bank of Ghana. There was nothing about gold board as an institution. It was all about Sammy Gyamfi. It is an tokwana muti social media. Na muti wana mukuma Afenyo Markin any personal fight, any money fight, any extortionate fight, any blackmail fight. He knows what he's doing. And it's not anagri or kwa Metro TV or ne Chrome 4 Paul Adomochi no so MPP. What they want to do is to clean his ass because he's caught in a web. He doesn't know. Right now, he cannot call a press conference to address Sammy Gyamfi again because he has gone to the point where we say, Neto Adaho. Right now, when was the last time you saw Afenyo Markin sitting on Metro TV Good Evening Ghana to talk? No. His leadership is at stake now. He knows to say, why a mistake? A greed. It is greed. Now you not just Sammy Gyamfi akwara obetubesi so they are now a blackmail and extorting. Extortion is sanotie into Sammy Gyamfi Obanyansa for. That's why he used these words.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics, and I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are: a desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you very much for your time. In pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call, quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources.
So, Sammy Gyamfi was explicit in his statement, straightforward. Now, Afenyo Markin here press conference before Sammy Gyamfi Kasani. Listen to Afenyo Markin very well. It wasn't about Gold Board. It wasn't about the institution. It was a direct attack on Sammy Gyamfi.
Ebinu kantro, omu chantro so ano ma yeso mum na eka no kre. Wo to gold. Wo dija. Wo akoboka. Wo si eka na wabo no. Wo di akotro wo bi buku mu. Na wo di dia waton na esika na ba wo si wanya mfaso. Nti wo di eka na ya woka. Na what be that? We be a company mienu. Company ba ko na ye di staff salary ato. And a company ba ko so na ye di sales akoto. Nti ye ba ye si o menya mfaso. Na eka na wo boy and the cost of sales no way. Nti yes semu atem di die ni die en sheki but ne kure wo mu ne say so far say obi akoye adwuma mpo baby na sende iyokofo etata no mpo oye ayaban adwuma eka 5 million cedis 3 million cedis 10 million cedis yetum frɛ wo iyoko na wakoda ho na yesi fa ejapade a asumbo for brands amobile nene go bo for bed ya be hu ti o me ba o we die sa 22 billion losses here almost Gold Board aboke and then who bill ezika ben na ye de beji bill.
So you see, that's what he does. But you know, on sana wakase 2 companies aye juma, but one company pen wakan asem. On wanga sene numuno, or see say 2 companies na aye juma, and why are you only focused on one company? Because that one company, does not even finance the job. That one company now we're focusing on, or just the second company. So why have you circled only Gold Board? And saying and the in for a bail condition was so into Gold Board leader the bail condition, it was a threat. It was an indirect threat, and that is what he does. But once the MPP from the Jimmy APJ na adwene wo form. Oh yeah, Mami Abrewa we usually to say ejare sapo. She is not smart enough to understand say Afenyo Markin is doing business with them. Afenyo Markin is destroying the NPP because he's greedy. He does not care. It is a one example. I only 2 companies. And example, 2 companies. There are 2 companies here. Why are you only focused on Gold Board? It is because the Gold Board did not give you what you want. Because some businessman gave you money in the name of Bank of Ghana. And he's not responding or attacking the Bank of Ghana governor. Why has he neglected the Bank of Ghana governor in his statement? Why did he neglect him? It is because that 10 million Ghana cedis now, businessman, the man, no, in his head, no, a Bank of Ghana, the man, no, so he's going to shield Bank of Ghana. Now, so we a politician now can cry. This issue by so one person who say Afenyo Markin is a liar. Let me show you something. At a point in that same report, IMF forecast say 2021 to 2023, the same MPP eboka $400 million. $400 million, right? Now, I think Jifa Gunu a question Afenyo Markin on social media. Say, na mo amuye de den say KK at the end of the day bibi eni wa bisi bibi wo no. $400 million during your time. Is it not a loss? You people even admitted to that loss. Your own flag bearer admitted to it. And the Busa Afenyo Markin, ewo TV so say, Afenyo, na some will say loss abande, but you people made so much loss when you were in power. Afenyo Markin never responded to that question. You know why? Because Afenyo Markin is diabolic. He's a liar. And that is what he does. This journey he's on is a personal journey against Sammy Gyamfi. That's it. It is not about Gold Board. It is not about Bank of Ghana. He knows there are no losses there, but he wants Sammy Gyamfi to understand. So I'm 10 million, and that is what he's doing. Now, listen to this interaction between Omar, City, and Afenyo Markin. Listen to his response.
Okay. Because you've talked about no one sells gold and makes losses, Jifa Gunu of the NDC is the CEO of the Accra Digital Center. He has sent me page 8 of the IMF report that you referenced, and he said, they keep saying that no one sells gold and makes losses. But from the above document, they, the MPP, recorded a loss of $400 million from their gold for oil program. How do you respond to that, sir?
They just go for oil, 400. Okay, so now we've gotten into the, comparison. Okay, that's fine. If that is how he wants to go.
No, he said, before you said we don't sell gold to make losses.
I am making the point.
Yes.
No, respectfully. You see, sometimes with respect to you, you in the media should not encourage pettiness. I'm not accusing you. But sometimes you end up encouraging pettiness without knowing. So please, let's elevate the conversation because this is a serious matter. I am saying, let us interrogate the report. Whatever it is, not going to respond Jifa Gunu.
Okay. Because
he said he's not going to respond Jifa Gunu. Jifa Gunu's question came from the report. Also, he's a liar. Jifa Gunu pointed the pages IMF Kasemo $400 million. The same report, you know. But I'll see, you know what? Are we going to get into the arena of comparison? He started saying, oh, we are not, you people should not encourage pettiness. Where is the pettiness? Oh, free. This is a liar. He's a thief. Oh, say, when real questions are posed to him, he starts to act as if he's the victim. The host told you that the person questioning you is basically picking his question from the report. Now, you are making noise and ranting and trying to take money from people from the same report. Now, question has come from the report. Answer the question. Now you are telling the journalists that they are engaging in, they are encouraging pettiness and that arena of comparison. Nobody was comparing anything. People were questioning the same report that you have been making noise about. The same report and episode they extorted $1 million. The same report and episode Sammy Gyamfi Gold Board. The same report and episode the Bank of Ghana. I got the 10 million citizens. We are questioning you. The same report. Why have you refused to answer the question? Why did he say he's not going to answer Jifa Gunu and that we are encouraging pettiness? Where is the pettiness? Oh, yeah, we. And that is what he does in his political career. He is one diabolical individual. Or to me, Shada, see the way Afenyo Markin tried to destroy Atoforsen. See the way, indirectly, he tried to make Ghanaians think, say, Atoforsen is in the same soup at him. Afenyo Markin gone behind the scenes, releasing photos of him and Atoforsen. Afenyo Markin has been doing this for years. And I am my MPP for NDC for because that Afenyo Markin, he will do anything for power. He can put his brother on the slaughter for the brother to be sacrificed for him to get power. That is what he does. See the continuous strategy of destroying careers indirectly. He will go to parliament and say, you, I know you want position. John Mahama is not giving you position. That's what he does. Because every day he wants to sow some seed and then the satisfaction. Now I say Nipa. And in the form of doing that, already say, oh, he's doing normal politics. No, but he's destroying people. And he has done that for years. Let me tell you, I know Afenyo Markin more than many of you. Afenyo Markin, because on fan ba embechaso and power obey. Afenyo Markin, because on kuni banfa meji to me, he will do it because his life is all about power. On set time okoye coup, edikoyi or say you saw the way he basically put that coup together behind the scenes. He stayed back and they started saying of say chairman Sabonsu, Nidiye Mienu or your Kronfo. It was Afenyo Markin's job. Now he got the minority leader or majority leader. He destroyed parliament. He messed up their seats. Today he's here. What is he fighting for? The noise, the blackmail, the extortion is all about keeping his position as a minority leader. That guy is diabolic and dangerous. And no Ghanaian, and especially you, the NDC appointees, Afenyo Markin, he smells blood every day. His life is about power, and he will do anything. If you don't know, go and ask Ato Forsen. Afenyo Markin almost destroyed Ato Forsen. He never for once stood in parliament to defend Ato when Apache Odame was deliberately deciding so about Jele Ato Forsen. That is who Afenyo Markin is. He is never a brother in politics. He is never a brother in politics. And today, it was because of the extortion that Sammy Gyamfi did not allow. Now up at 10 million cities, 1 million equivalent. Sammy Gyamfi did not pay. He went to Bank of Ghana to tell them, the minority for said they should keep quiet. Bank of Ghana did not do it. A businessman who has interest in all these gold dealings said he's going to give him that money. Into a Jesus Sammy Gyamfi BB. And then in this one study, majority of the minority, they are not involved in his statements. The enthusiasm, that eagerness for minority members to jump on this gold board loss thing, is not there because all of them are confused. Or the Oma Kojisika and also Jimmy Omoso Omundi the Chi na onkoye or no damage. Afenyo Markin is a deadly human being. Bibi ni wa obeka no TV so na radio so you need to believe him. He's a liar. There's nothing Afenyo Markin will say on TV or on radio also GD because every day Biano he basically tried to sow some kind of contention in between people. And that is what he does. That is what he does. It is saying what to say, oh yeah, the day. Na waka saka wambo Bank of Ghana ding. Wanka Bank of Ghana this kama gold board no. Wanka bibia oho. Only thing is gold board. Sammy Gyamfi go jail. Oh, ube conditions. It is because Sammy Gyamfi refused to give him 10 million cedis. It is because he wanted that money. He's just blackmailing Sammy Gyamfi. That is all. He wanted to scare him with, you will go to jail. Your bail condition will be too high. We will not, that is why. Anything that Sammy Gyamfi was emphatic in his statement. Say, Afenyo Markin is an extortionist and a blackmailer. And everybody should be careful of such human being.
To improved economic conditions for the Ghanaian people. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics. And I want you to listen to me very carefully here. Afenyo Markin's continuing antics must therefore be seen for what they are. A desperate smear campaign by persons who have specialized in sophistry and political blackmail in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the gold resources in pursuit of selfish ends. These are devious extortionists who will come at you with lies to tarnish your reputation in the hope that you will fold and settle for what they call quote, compulsory arbitration, and oil their palms. Well, this time around, they found their own target. The Ghanaian people deserve serious public discourse founded on facts, evidence, truth, and not endless recycling of falsehoods in the hope that repetition will lend them credibility and turn fiction to facts. Gold Board will remain focused on its mandate. We will continue to account transparently for our stewardship, and we will not be distracted from the important work of creating value for the Ghanaian people from the exploitation of the good resources of our beloved nation. Thank you.
Some people are asking, who is a businessman? I want Afenyo Markin to come out and deny. Then you will know there's more. I've made my case. He should come and say this never happened. You see, sometimes because we want to give this government room to work. There are so many things going on now. MPP are Kronfoe, they want to set traps for NDC4 to find means to come to power. Afenyo Markin should come out, say he never demanded money from Sammy Gyamfi and the Bank of Ghana. He never demanded 10 million Ghana cedis. He never took any money home. Na yam body TV so. Afenyo Markin should come on TV. We don't want a statement. He should speak. No on bonu hudia. Say on J Capre. He took the money. On TV so no for insua a daddy krobo hono and bonu hudia. Go on the 2 months ko be. He can never do that because he took the money. It's the businessman must shut the part of my cycle because I know a liar. And I'm saying, if he wants to respond to this, Umbra TV so no more born who dia. So this 3 months in Nipa. Yes, that is what he does. Because we all know who Afenyo Markin is. Mo mobile is a mobile betie scandal no makewie monko. Na nke nyansa for na mini omundin komo. And ye jinem yanko baby a.
Mechanical. Does it make sense to you? So also gold, would you cut oil? Gold for oil. Why don't you sell your gold, make the money and go and buy the oil, and go through a middleman? Me man go school, but economics in a gumitrimu keke. Man go school. Simple things that we can do, and I'm surprised. You see, we have the men. We are hailing this. We are hailing gold for oil. Jesus Christ. We need to move. Move. Does it make sense to you? So also gold, would you cut oil? Gold for oil. Why don't you sell your gold, make the money and go and buy the oil, and go through a middleman? Me man go school, but economics in a gumitrimu keke. Man go school. Simple things that we can do, and I'm surprised. Simple things that we can do. Simple things that we can do. And I'm simple things that we can do. Simple things that we can do. And I'm surprised. You see, we have the men. We are hailing this. We are hailing gold for oil. Jesus Christ. We need to move. Move.
Bankroller of the NPP was simple things. Simple things that we can do. I say gold for oil is the worst thing to happen to Ghana. This is Kennedy Akompreko, my best friend in Japan. Kennedy Akompreko, my best friend in Japan. I say simple things that we can do. Let's move. Eche ye Jimmy, eche ya juni susa, ene ye di gold for oil echi. Ye tam gold di akwa abruchire, akwaje asamu bi akoto oil. I say simple things that we can do. My best friend Kennedy Akompreko, aka Junior Kevin. Or catch them, or some way Jimmy, more MPP4. We a bank roller, the El Capitano Monetary Cantanion. Or no eka, or say El Cantanion say simple things that you foolish piglets can do. The gold for oil about Medba and Ossi is one of the most stupidest idea AC or Ghana. It was to steal from the Ghanaian. And Mike Okwe, Neba a friend Michael Kwe Jr. Also, why is a buff fruit? Okotina Metro TV morning show. Good morning, Ghana. And what did he say? I feel the MPP for say, I dare your friend gold for oil, baumia, a gold board, baumia de buyer. Monsieur Mwe Jimmy. They are naturally foolish. Ya wo mo pe ne ye de akokodro afra Jimmy ne de tiomo. But some say, MPP are naturally foolish. I'm just going to say 1992 politics. My Kokwe Bana Wise Kakakuro no Okotina Metro TV. Interestingly, he is saying say gold board no Baumiana Jenny ye Baumiana de Baye and then this for we are ye. Sa Nipa say ye de champion fie ye de afra ko se na ye de esoro wisa account any kin na ye de eye bibi afra no eye krama pempema som na ye de tua no. Wait, Jimmy, listen to their foolishness. And almost gold board omnom de Baye.
Previous NDC.
And then you also said something.
And under
you know, remember you also said that
under
let me gold body. So gold body.
No. Listen, let me. I'm about to.
This idea was a Japan.
If you listen, okay. I'm going to know. But we never came up with that. Let's go on to this. No, let's go on to this because I'm going to focus on what I want to say. No. So the domestic gold purchase agreement.
Yes.
The domestic gold purchase agreement.
Yes.
When the NDC talked about it in their manifesto, right? You know what they talked about? The NDC said that they are going to do a Ghana Gold Board to regulate and restructure small-scale mining. Finish.
That's what is contained there.
Yes. Then we, the MPP, we said we have a plan to form and to stabilize the city. And we are going to consolidate Ghana's gold purchasing arrangements, expand foreign exchange reserves, because remember, at that time, we have been using the gold purchasing scheme to be buying the gold.
Mike, what do you
Then we said we were going to expand it to foreign reserves, and that we are going to anchor the currency and macroeconomic stability. Now, when we said all of this, then they came and stole the idea. You know one thing about copycats? Copycats, have you seen people copy? When you copy a concept, you cannot implement
copy
it.
What?
So they rather incorporated our concept and added it to what Dr. Baumia. Oh, Dr. Baumia is what we are talking about. But Moro, you have to tell it. No, well, Dr. Baumia, that's why I'm giving you the evidence. The evidence is that the evidence. Oh no! You came here and talked all sorts of. But now we are talking about evidence. Yes, 1 minute. Good, thank you very much.
Have you heard of Dr.
He says point me. Thank you.
The swimming teacher.
Thank you. Point me.
The swimming teacher.
Now, the audience they can see what you are trying to do. So yes. Let me also make the point. Let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, let me make my point. No, it was disingenuous. All the things you told us was disingenuous. It was the idea of one.
Seriously,
you guys were not doing any.
You think Ghanaians are not? You see why
domestic gold purchase program.
This is why you got 38% in the last election.
Wait. My brother, I'm asking Ghanaians now. Domestic gold purchase. Who brought it? Program Baumia. Who brought domestic gold purchase to shore up our reserves? Baumia. Then who brought the other angle? And he said we are going to extend it into.
No wonder Adjoasafu beats him. These are the people in the MPP. Makachom said they should change their communication style. Enkorano muso omo Jimmy, omo yini pera mabodam. We know son also none papa ye a politician wo nyini Satan wo Jimmy also nyini wabodam. Hwensem okeka. 2020 manifesto na good board wom. NDC 2020 manifesto na good board e wom. Makachom said MPP for muso omo Jimmy, omo nyini na mabodam. This is what you are seeing. Do you even have to say this? Are you not even shy? Only gold for oil buyer say the main reason for gold for oil was to bring down the prices of fuel. Fuel ended up at 23 a liter. The dollar was lingering around 17.30. And while our friend said the war Uzbekistan, I bet now say we had the idea copycat. Why are we allowing these things to happen? Why are we even other than the Yamas Anyomo Ghana? Where you're chilling here around the 20 and some trying to coach them. We take it to us at golf ball. Now, in Kofu, but not TV. So, The last time I heard, na Ojan back to TV, so I expressway no, Kumasi Accra expressway no, I'm the buyer. I don't know what they drink before they come on TV. I don't know what they lick, what they smell. I don't know what actually they sit on before they come. Because sometimes these are people you expect that their communication should make sense. 2020 manifesto of the NDC, Gold Board was in there. The establishment of Gold Board, it was in there. 2024, it was in there. Even say mo nature idea now. Why didn't you implement it? Gold purchasing program. It has been there from 1960. Yet to gold this year, ever seen there. So gold purchasing program wasn't new. What was new was gold for oil, and gold for oil did not do the job it was supposed to do. Finito and grata. So if you, an old man like you, I want to be bodoki because onako to dwe ene wari eye de domido sahanti uni akuma de bodogi na abetina TV so no pa hohoro wo to keka nkwase asem say ain obi na peke ade ani fre baomia na baomia himself and yiri di birthday the flowers be akoma na sledge flowers wo mu no baomia himself that joker can he make this statement Mahmoud baomia na ne yire odi ni birthday nda sledge the flower akoma na on sledge di omo no ono baomia can he make that statement can he? And so sometimes you sit and you ask yourself, are these people insane? Are they humans? So what should we do with you guys? What should we actually do with you people?
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it.